Okay, we're gonna go over how to lace these. So hopefully you can see this. This is my display shoe that I take the pictures of the different colors of laces in. I'm kind of behind. I've only got a couple on there. I've got to get a bunch of pictures up. But so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take out your old laces. You don't want those anymore. Hopefully you never go back to tying your shoes again, right? But and then you're just gonna lace up the shoes as you would any other shoe. So in the end, you're going to want the laces to come out on top is probably the easiest way. So you want them to come from the back to the front when you get to the top, so that your connector can kind of sit right there in the middle a little easier. You can do it the other way, like your connector could sit the other way, but I just like that better. And I like so there's lots of ways to lace your shoes. I like starting this way. It's kind of opposite of what you normally would. Normally you'd put your shoelace ends in from the outside on the bottom, right, and then come up like that. We're going to go from the inside out, and then we're going to go and just lace this up. And a trick you can do, I'll show you in just a second here when this is all done. A trick you can do when you're lacing shoes to make any shoe look nice and look like new is just make sure that you do the same side going over and under each other when you lace. It's a real small thing to pay attention to, but it makes a big difference in how your shoe looks in the end, regardless of whether you're using laces that tie or laces that are better, right? Okay, so you get that laced up. This shoe is really easy to lace. I picked this as my display shoe for a reason, because it has the actual metal eyelets in it. So those are really easy to lace, because it's not tricky to pull the lace through or anything. I'll do a video if you do have a shoe that's got smaller holes in it, then I'll show you a tip that I use to be able to actually lace those quicker. Anyway, so here's my shoe. Got it laced up, right? And I got my ends ready to kind of finish off. So what I would do at this point, this shoe doesn't fit me, it's a lot smaller than my foot, but what I would do at this point, if this was my shoe, is I would put it on my foot and kind of stretch my foot around. I might walk around a little bit and get it kind of stretched to where I feel like it's comfortable, right, and where I want it. And the one thing I will tell you is go looser rather than tighter, because you can always tighten these up, at least if you have the plastic, like if you buy the plastic connectors. You can always tighten them later on, but you can't add to a lace after you cut it off, right? So I would suggest always going looser than you normally would. And because this is my display shoe, I cut the laces shorter than what you'll get, by quite a way, by probably a foot or so actually. But what I do, so I kind of did that fast there, but I slide the end on and then I just tied a knot in the string where I want that end to sit, right? And it's gonna just hold on there now because of that. And I can now cut off that excess, and I leave just a little bit of an end so it doesn't slip back through. I haven't had a problem of the knot ever slipping back through, and I've pulled on these quite a bit. And then you do the same on the other side. So you're gonna put this, you're gonna kind of look at where you want that knot to sit, and just knot that, get it good and tight, and then you're gonna cut that and leave a little bit. I don't have very sharp scissors down here, but and then you're gonna just push those together, snap that together, and that's your connector, and kind of adjust that so that it's right. That's how you lace up your pair of TED ties. And like I say, if you just make them consistent which side goes over and under, it makes the laces look a lot nicer. This is stretchy. You can slide that on. and you've just revolutionized the way you put your shoes on and off now, and the way your shoes look, right? You're back to that sleek look of what you might have seen in the store, where there's not a big bow sitting on top, but just a nicely laced shoe. Again, my next video is going to be on how to do it if you have maybe a little trickier lace holes, like the smaller ones or whatever. It's definitely doable. I have laced all my tie-up shoes now with TEDTies, and I won't go back on any of them. So, yeah, I'll share some hints and tips on how to do that. Thanks, guys. Go to TEDTies.com and buy your pair of laces today.